Breaking news. It's been a pending trade that happened in the FFFL league, and it has caused up the stir to the point where the commissioner has decided to do a press conference. Let's switch over to that broadcast. So, I'm come here to explain exactly what happened. At approximately 9:45 p.m., it may be after 10, I received a text message from Arthur, pretty much saying that he is ready to make a move. The next day, I presented him with multiple offers, one better than the other one. He chose the lesser offer. Now I know I have certain people in this league that would give anything to see me go down, and has been on record for being my #1 hater. And y'all can see who that person is in the chat. You can tell who that person is. But all I have to say about the trade is that in order to keep the integrity of my league, this is why I set up the veto system. That if half of the league votes against any trade, that it will be vetoed. Even if it's unjustly done, it'll be vetoed. Instead of putting the total power in my hand as a commissioner, I wanted to put it in the league's hand. So I just want to say I'm recording this the day of, and I don't know whether the trade is going to go through or not. But if it does, thank you for the people that chose not to be a part of the shenanigans. And if it doesn't go through, if it get vetoes, then hey, thank you for being active and doing what you feel is right. If you felt like the trade didn't benefit the league and it was so lopsided, fine. But I did put it in a trade calculator. As you saw what it came up, and that was the first redraft trade calculator that I found. I was able to put it up and saw it's not as bad as people say. And let's be honest, when this person who is called my #1 hater was making the points on the trade, they wasn't really pointing out the exact trade, because in other leagues I've been in, there have been trades that happen that make completely no sense. And you can tell it's lopsided, but you know this is a 14-man start 9 without a kicker or defense, and players are needed at every position. And especially quarterback, it's a wasteland in the waivers. So with this particular individual that I traded with, Arthur, he only had one quarterback, and Yahoo is projecting that quarterback to start one more game. And Drake May, who is the currently backup, but who is the person that was drafted to lead the franchise, will start the rest of the season. We don't know if that's going to happen after one game or two, but you already seen them bench Brissett to start May. So this will be happening soon. And so he will be getting 2 starting quarterbacks in a 14-man superflex where, hey, quarterbacks come at a premium. So if you're not looking at names and you're just looking at points, Bijan scoring 15, Purdy scoring 20. Who's going to do you better if you don't have a starting quarterback? You know, you might can find a running back. You're just not going to go find a quarterback. You can go put some backup running backs, and guess what? Somebody might get injured, and you might be able to plug that. Might not work that way for quarterback. But at the end of the day, I just want to say, I would never try to cheat the game. And it was the one mistake that I did make, and I have said this in previous episodes, that I should not have drafted a third quarterback. Because when I did that, I was doing that with the intentions to trade that quarterback. And when you dealing with like a home league, because in most leagues, let's be honest, there is no veto process. So it wouldn't be no one being able to hate on me, period. It would just go through and you just got to take it how it is. I just made the veto process to be able to check me as a commissioner, because I'm everyone I don't know in the league. You know, I'm always having someone new join the league, and I don't want them to ever feel like I'm taking the money. And if anyone that been in the league know, the commish rarely trades. If I've ever traded in this league at all, it might have been 3 years ago. I don't know when did I trade, if I made a trade in this league. Like, I rarely ever trade. So, but hopefully things happen as there should, and I won't feel a way either way it happens, but I want to make sure my league mates don't feel any type of way regardless of what happened. I don't want Arthur to feel no type of way if the trade is vetoed. Hey, we can always try again. I don't want my league mates that feel like the trade may be lopsided in their opinions to feel on the type of way, because I did give the league a chance to veto. So, do I have any questions? Do you feel like the values matched up? I do, for the value of what I'm giving up. Because I know how hard quarterbacks are to come by, so I feel like I'm asking for a higher price, but I felt like it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Because you can't just go out and buy a quarterback. Anybody is going to be asking for a lot. And let's be honest, how many people got 2 quarterbacks to trade anyway? I mean, let's be honest. So, yeah, you got a question?
I'm Mark with CBS News. Do you feel like you're being targeted?
I mean, kinda. Only by one individual. Like I said, my number one hater, he focused. If you read what he said in the chat, he's more focused on my team getting better than Arthur's team getting better, or the trade making sense for Arthur. He's more focused just on my team getting better. It's going to make your team superior. But it is what it is. This is what happens when you be in leagues with people you know that are your competitors, and they don't want to see you win. Whether they're going to try to manipulate the situation and talk in the league chat down about the trade, or they're going to try to message people and try to convince them to veto the trade. This is just what expected, man. This it's just a competitiveness. This is what it is. Like, I don't feel no type of way either way. You know, to me, for him being that scared of me, that lets me know how much respect he has for me as a fantasy player, regardless of what he say, because he's gonna say the complete opposite. But regardless of what he say, I know how much respect he has for me as a fantasy player, that he's that scared that I'm gonna have a superior team. Yeah, but that's it. No more questions. Anyway, I didn't want to make this video longer than it needed to be. Everything will happen how it's supposed to happen. So, sign it off. Okay, in the meantime, it looks like the tallies is in and the trade has been vetoed. But what I gathered from the press conference, it seems like the commish was saying it probably wasn't due to the trade. It was more so they was focused on making sure his team was not getting any better. And audience, I can tell you from personal experience, in my home league, that's an 8-man league, all my trades get vetoed. Anyway, until next time, signing out. Adios.